Hey there and welcome to this Snowrunner driving tips video where I'm going to run through some key techniques, some of which you may already know and some you may not, so let us get started. Starting off with the first two tips somewhat combined is wiggle steering and avoiding the wheel spinning. The footage here shows the 4D heading into a muddy wet zone. Plowing into these areas expecting to get out the other side is fairly foolish, so just take it easy and drop down into low range. In most cases, you will save fuel as well. So if you see mud, water or snow being thrown over the wheels, then you're wasting energy and spinning the wheels. You're also wasting time. Dropping down to lower gearing will actually get you through the rough terrain faster than just trying to brute force your way through it. Combining this with the wiggle steering helps you carve through the mud, making it easier to drive through overall, especially if you have front wheel drive like the Cat 745C or all-wheel drive engage like most trucks will have. This next clip is what can happen without chain tires when you just go full power on ice downhill. And this isn't even the worst thing that can happen. So typically to avoid this you would have chain tires equipped, but obviously this isn't the real advice here. The advice is to actually again use low range. The advantage being that you literally cannot gain any more speed than what the gearing allows, even with gravity pushing you downhill. This means that you will have the ultimate control of your truck on downhill and uphill drives. The winch in Snowrunner is an invaluable tool for getting you unstuck and saving you from flipping over. If you end up stuck in the mud, but there is nothing in front of you to winch from, then don't worry. Looking around and seeing what else is there is the way to get free. Often winching sideways or from the rear of the truck or the trailer will provide more benefits than winching from the front. When you're winching from the back, you're essentially pushing the whole truck forwards. However, be aware this isn't as useful and easy if you're using a trailer that has a dolly front axle, like the trailers that are towed from the back of a vehicle, because they will quickly swivel around the dolly and you can end up in a worse situation. Combining these winching methods with the wiggle steering and the low range will also help you get through those tricky terrains. Rolling your truck is often a big problem if you're not in a Scout. The Scouts have the autonomous winch for self-righting. Here are some clips of me using the winch to save me from flipping over. So the Kodiak, I'm using the winch as sort of an anchor to stop me falling off the cliff. Although the second clip starts with me using a winch to prevent myself initially from flipping over, but because I do it too quickly and miss the actual winch point, I do flip myself over. And yeah, that's a bit of a pain. If there's nothing to quick winch to, then in order to prevent yourself from rolling over, then steer into it as much as you can see with this twin steer footage, and that should save you from rolling over. So a little bonus tip to end on is actually taken from a recent Snowrunner live stream, which is every Thursday at 2 PM GMT. If you're struggling to climb an icy road and you do not have the appropriate tyres, like the Zix 605 here, then there are a few methods that you can try. If there is a soft verge at the side of the road, you can basically drive along that because that will provide traction. However, because the rocks and the rock face are so close to the side of the road, they're preventing me from really doing it, so I'm just sliding around everywhere. So now basically I'm just going to try reversing up the hill, which is surprisingly effective because in Snowrunner the reverse gear has typically more power than any of the forward gears. And then finally, if that fails, you can just go over or around the obstacle. Combining winching in strategic places along with low gears means that I can climb over the rocks using the winch as basically a safety line, preventing me from falling down, similar to what I did with the Kodiak in the previous clip, and that way you can just climb over any obstacle you want. And there we have it, some tips from me to you to hopefully help you with your snowrunning adventures. So if you found this video useful, please let me know down below with a like and a comment, and if you're new then maybe even considering subscribing for more SnowRunner content, and most importantly, have a great day.